Hello, everybody. Let's start with the third part of heredity and evolution, in which we are going to study about the scientists who were helping us about the evolution. Also, there's one more part that was left in the last class that was about the connecting links that we will cover it in this class itself. Darwinism. Charles Darwin was a scientist. He was a very renowned scientist who had given many things on evolution. He had also published a book named titled Origin of Species, in which all the species, he literally went all around the world finding many species, different types of species and everything. He discovered what do you mean by species exactly? Like, how is the group different? How is this bird different from that one? How is this bird having this big beak, or how is that bird having so small beak? So he was just finding out all these reasons for evolution. Why did this affect their beaks, their body structure, their adaptation and all that? So his theory mainly proved that there is competition all around the world, even if it is in humans or even if it is in animals. It is for the if it is for the survival, right? Each and everybody has to compete with one another. So for the competition, he just stated that the survival of the fittest, he just named it as survival of the fittest. Means what? That in this competition, in this natural selection of the nature, as well as your adaptation towards that new area, how much do you adapt to that new area, you will survive more. So if you have those adaptation skills, you can definitely survive and reproduce and pass on the same genes to the next and next generation. So his theory proved that if you survive in this competition and if you reproduce a fertile offspring, then it is called the best organism suited over there, or the best species suited over in that place, in that particular area. So Darwin proposed a theory of natural selection which perishes the survival of the fittest. As I already mentioned, survival of the fittest, he just gave it like that. Whoever survives in this adaptation, they are called as, those species are reluctant and are able to survive in that area and are able to adapt all the requirements. See, if I say, if I make a tiger live in a burrow and a rabbit live in a forest or a jungle, just roaming here and there, there's no burrow, they will not be able to survive, right? The rabbit won't get its home and the tiger won't get anything in the burrow, right? So in that case, it is just a common example that I gave. So in that case, survival of the fittest is necessary over here. And as well as natural selection means what? If the nature is accepting them there or not. Natural selection is not the only factor responsible for evolution. So there were few points in which Darwin said that only natural selection is the factor that is responsible. But natural selection is not only the factor. Even the genes that we belong to, or the genes that we carried from our ancestors, also affects our adaptations. Mutation is a most important factor which he did not discover only till the time he was there. Mutation was not discovered, so that was a lacking point of Darwinism. Evolution occurs through accumulation of more useful mutations. So evolution can also happen, it can be useful, as we have already learned in ninth standard, sickle cell anemia. It was a mutation which helped people from getting over malaria. So in that case, evolution occurs through accumulation of useful mutation. There are no experimental proof that Darwin's concept of natural selection, there are no experimental, he did not perform any experiment or any research or something. He was just roaming around the world and finding new things, and he just used to write it in his book. But there is no experimental proof for his work, what he has done. Importance of all these factors in bringing about the evolution has been confirmed. All these factors are necessary for evolution. Only natural selection cannot be the reason for natural evolution. It has to be genes also, it has to be the surrounding also, it has to be the adaptations also, it should be the enemies also, the protectors also, as well as the predators also, and the prey also. It depends on all of these factors. Without these factors, evolution cannot happen. Okay. Let's go to Lamarckism. Lamarck was a scientist. Jean Baptiste Lamarck was a scientist who proposed a morphological change. He thought that morphologically means what? The external appearance. Morphological changes in the living organisms are responsible for evolution. He said that all the external changes which are happening on your body are responsible for evolution. Means if you are a young small baby and you are growing up taller and taller and taller and taller, that is the evolution. But that is not the evolution, that is just the cycle of growth. He was so stupid at that time, he was not able to understand only that. So this changes occurs due to the activity or laziness of an organism. Either the organism is lazy or either the organism is very active, so that this things, the morphological changes are happening in it. He called this idea the principle of use or disuse of organs. He used a principle called as use or disuse of organ. Either the organs are being used or either the organs are not being used, so disuse. Example he had given: giraffe's neck became long due to the continuous stretching to reach the tall plants to eat. That is why his neck is so long. Is that so? I don't think so. Like, so giraffes have this gene in them so that they have this long neck, that he was not understanding that everything is responsible on the factor called as gene. But he was not understanding. He thought that they are stretching their neck so much so that their neck is getting elongated and they are getting it stretched so that the height is increasing of the giraffe. But that is not at all the case. Blacksmith means what? The hammer one. The whoever hammers something now, that is called the blacksmith. The one who makes gold jewelries and the silver jewelries and all that. So they they hammer things. Blacksmith's shoulders became strong due to frequent hammering. Is that the case? I don't think so. They might be eating very healthy, they might be eating strong, and they might be having good portion of protein so that their shoulder muscles are being meant to have a good strength. Birds like ostrich and emu have weak wings due to not using them. Acha, is that the case? No, not at all. Because ostrich and emu, they have wings, but their body weight is so much so that they cannot lift their body, or the bone density in their wings is not that much so that they cannot lift their body. Okay, so they have long neck also. Ostrich and emus, if you have seen, they have long neck. Okay, and if they have long neck and heavy body, they cannot fly on their own, right? If their bone density of the wings, if you have seen a pigeon or a crow or an eagle, when the weight of the body mass is very less and the bone density in their wings is higher, so that they can easily fly. The bone density, sorry, my bad, the bone density in their wings is very low so that they can easily fly. Okay, but whereas in ostrich and emu, the weight is only so much that they cannot lift up themselves and they can fly. But though they have wings, but they cannot fly. Ducks and swans develop strong legs by swimming. No, that is not the case. Strong legs were already, they had legs, but they were just because of swimming that they developed strong legs. That is not the case. They have good genes in them. So that is how their legs are so strong. Snakes lost legs. Means he thought that snakes had legs. In the ancestry, the snakes had legs. He was in some other Delulu only, Baba. I don't know what things he was thinking about at that time. Snakes have lost legs because of burrowing in the habitat. The small holes and the pits that are made inside some mountain or a hill or something, or a tree, underground the tree or somewhere, they were burrowing over there. So for that crawling, how they used to go, so that there were no legs that was required, so they lost legs. what man, he's using some other theory only. All this criticism that had come to him, Lamarckism, criticism of Lamarckism, the idea that the traits gained from activities are passed to the next generation was rejected. Can you just imagine what this man is thinking? He thought that if the giraffe is stretching his neck, the next generation also will be able to stretch his neck, or it will also have this big long neck. It is not the case. It is because of the gene. They have long genes, they have elongated genes in their neck so that they can आराम से stretch their neck. वही जीन नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में पास हो रहा है. दैट इज वाई उनके भी बच्चे जो आ रहे हैं उनके पास लॉन्ग नेक है. बट ये ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि मदर ने स्ट्रेच किया उसके लिए बच्चे को भी बड़े नेक आ गई. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना. ऐसा नहीं है. उसके लिए इसकी थियोरी को डिसअप्रूव कर दिया. इसकी थियोरी को डिसअप्रूव कर दिया था. इट वॉज रिजेक्टेड. Scientific evidences shows that modifications acquired during life are not inherited. जो भी मॉडिफिकेशन हम डे टू डे लाइफ में लेते हैं दैट इज नॉट इनहेरिटेड. मैं कुछ भी अडेप्ट नया करूंगी, आई विल नॉट पास ऑन द सेम inhabitation to my child, right? I will not do that. My mother, whatever she is inhabiting, she is learning something new and she is just trying to do something. I will not do the same. It is not necessary that I will do the same. There are some chances that I will do something else. That is not the modification that are being acquired. Acquired मतलब लिए जाते हैं. जो चीजें हम लोग सीखते हैं या जो चीजें हम लोग बॉर्न होने के बाद सीखते हैं, जो अक्वायर करते हैं, वो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो इनहेरिट होके नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में वही है. मतलब तुम अगर अच्छे हो, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम्हारे बच्चे भी अच्छे हो. देयर कैन बी सम थिंग्स दैट सराउंडिंग मे डिफर एंड वो बुरे भी बन जाए. ओके, therefore Lamarck's theory was disapproved. This was a very lame thing that he had proposed, which was not at all accepted. Later on, it was definitely disapproved. But for your boards, it is important. You need to learn this Lamarckism, what was this theory, and the criticisms of Lamarckism. So you need to know all these three pointers. Okay. So what's few examples? What was Lamarckism's main objective about his theory and the criticism? So three main pointers which should have at least two points in it. So in total, it is 6-point ka answer. Okay, 6-point answer should be there. Now specification can be said as specification, anything. So now it is what? Species. Specification is the formation of a new species of a plant or an animal as a result of evolution. There is some evolution that has occurred and in which there is a new plant that is discovered and a new species of animal that is discovered. So that is how species and plants are being discovered. Specification. A species is a group. This is very important. Please make a note of it. What do you mean by species? A species is a group of organisms that can produce a fertile offspring through natural reproduction. What do you mean by natural reproduction? By the natural means the offspring that is coming out or the child that is coming out or the fetus that is coming out is fertile. Fertile means what? Can produce another generation. Okay, so that is the meaning of natural reproduction. A species is a group of organisms that can produce fertile offspring through natural reproduction. A group of organisms. Humans are species. Cattle are species. Are you understanding? In which cows, buffaloes, ox, all these comes. Humans, there are different types of humans. Each have some other characteristics. Each and everybody has different characteristics. Though that doesn't matter, but we belong to one species, that is Homo sapiens. Okay, Homo sapiens. So in that case, each species adapts to specific geographical condition, food, habitat, and reproduction. If I say food, what food we eat definitely differs from what food cattle eat. Cattle लोग घास फूस खाते हैं, हम लोग नॉर्मल कुक्ड फूड खाते हैं. they can eat anything raw, but we cannot eat, मतलब we can eat few things raw, but definitely not the whole everything raw, but they can eat everything raw. ठीक है. Genetic variation leads to the formation of new species. There are new species that is developed because of genetic variation. There can be a filling the blanks. What leads to the formation of new species? Specification is the formation of new species. It does not mean it is the that leads to new species. But what leads to new species is nothing but genetic variation. Don't get confused with these two definition. Specification मतलब उसका बनना, और किसके वजह से बनता है? जेनेटिक वेरिएशन के वजह से. Geographical and reproductive isolation can also lead to specification. Okay, very important. One more thing, geographical and reproductive isolation मतलब क्या? अगर कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म या कोई स्पीशीज अगर एक जगह पे जाके वहां पर आइसोलेट हो गया, एवरीबडी इज मोस्टली अवेयर अबाउट व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय आइसोलेट. आइसोलेट मतलब एक जगह पे जाके बंद हो जाना. वहां पर बंद हो जाना मतलब वहां से कहीं पर बाहर नहीं जाना. ओके, कोविड में सब लोग ने सुना ही रहेगा आइसोलेशन का मतलब. So reproductive isolation means in that area, in that particular area only they are there, they're not going outside. In that area only they are reproducing and they are producing new fertile offsprings. Geographical conditions जो रहते हैं वहां के, वो भी लीड करते हैं स्पेसिफिकेशन के लिए, स्पेसिफिकेशन के लिए. जैसे कैमल की जोग्राफिक स्पीशीज वहां पर डेजर्ट में ज्यादा रहेगी. वाई? बिकॉज जोग्राफिकल कंडीशंस उसको सूट हो रहे हैं वहां पर. कैटल्स एंड ऑल वहां पर नॉर्मली भी हो सकता है. Whereas if you see whales and sharks in deep oceans and seas, वहां पर रहेगा because geographical condition उनको वहां पर better है. Correct? So that is how this goes, specification. Now we start with human evolution. The most important part, uh, here you don't have to learn much, only specific things which I will tell you to, I mean, memorize. Just do that much. It will help you. Human evolution. Life evolved from simple unicellular organism through evolution. One single unicellular organism, amoeba, was there, and through which we started to evolve. Monkeys, like ancestors of human, lived on the earth around 7 crore years ago. 7 crore years ago, monkey like ape ancestors used to live. Modern humans evolved from these ancestors. हम जो modern humans है अभी, वो यही ancestors से evolve होते होते आ रहे हैं. Early humans like Homo habilis, Homo erectus, etc. emerged in अफ्रीका. ये सब अफ्रीका में ये सब स्पीशीज का वहां पर ग्रो होना ज्यादा वहां पर था. in Africa, used tools and spread to South Asia, and then slowly and slowly they went to South Asia, Central Asia, and then Europe. So Homo habilis and Homo erectus first किधर find out हुए थे? अफ्रीका. फिर किधर गए? South Asia, and then spread to Central Asia and Europe. अच्छा, इसका क्वेश्चन ये आ सकता है, Homo habilis and Homo erectus were first found where? In Africa. Then went where? In South Asia, then Central Asia, and then in Europe. Homo sapiens around appeared to be like 2 lakh years ago. 2 lakh years ago ही Homo sapiens start हुए थे. Early human-like animals, Ramapithecus. The word is Ramapithecus. The first human-like ape. रामापेथिकस का मतलब क्या होता है? द फर्स्ट ह्यूमन लाइक एप. थोड़ा बहुत कैन से मंकी लाइक है, एज वेल एज ह्यूमन, मतलब खड़ा रहने आता है बट हैंड ऐसे ही लिम्ड है आगे. ओके, दैट इज रामापेथिकस. were lived in the North India and the East Africa. They used to live in the North India and East Africa. Later evolved into more intelligent ape. धीरे धीरे इंटेलिजेंट भी बनते गए, जैसे उनको पता लगा कि हाउ टू लाइट अ फायर, हाउ टू कैच प्रे, हाउ टू मेक अ weapon to kill the prey or something. Later evolved into more intelligent ape in the South Africa around 40 lakh years ago. 40 lakh years ago वो लोग और evolve होते गए और intelligent बनते गए. Now what happened? Evolution of Homo genus. होमोजीनस मतलब क्या होता है? होमो इज द जीनस. ओके. Human like animals started resembling to Homo genus about 20 lakh, that is 2 million years ago. Skilled humans were developed by 15 lakh years ago, upright walking with erect posture, straight posture. Can you see this person here? 15 lakh years ago upright walking वाला इंसान बन गया था कि वो आराम से सीधा सीधा चल सकता है. Evidence suggests that they may have lived in China and Indonesia too. इंडोनेशिया में भी रहते रहेंगे और चाइना में भी रहते रहेंगे. Brain development and fire use. They started using fire by lighting up two rocks with friction. They used to cause fire over there, sparks over there, जिसकी वजह से fire lit up होती थी. Significant brain development occurred over 1 lakh years ago. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में, इफ यू हैव नॉट वॉच माय वीडियो, जाके देखो. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बताया था ग्रूव्स एंड कॉन्वोल्यूशंस नहीं थे ब्रेन में पहले. व्हेन दे वर एप लाइक, जब ये ऐसे थे तभी उनका ब्रेन बहुत सिंपल था. पर जैसे जैसे उसमें ग्रूव्स और कॉन्वोल्यूशन बिल्डअप होते गए होते गए होते गए होते गए, दे स्टार्टेड गेटिंग मोर एंड मोर इंटेलिजेंट. जैसे ही ग्रूव्स एंड कन्वोल्यूशन होते गए वैसे ही वो इंटेलिजेंट होते गए, ज्यादा उनका दिमाग यूज करते गए और धीरे 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 दे स्टार्टेड टू इवॉल्व. अर्ली ह्यूमंस डिस्कवर्ड फायर 50,000 years old. Human brain shows enough evolution to be considered part of a Homo sapien. 50,000 years were there before 50,000 years. होम्यो सेपियन में काउंट हो सकता था वो इंसान क्योंकि उनकी ब्रेन की कैपेसिटी उतनी हो गई थी. नाउ कम्स द मेन पार्ट. अब तक तो सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन था विच वॉज नॉट दैट मच रिक्वायर्ड, दो एक बार रिविजन करना जरूरी है. एवरीथिंग नीड्स टू बी रिवाइज्ड. निएंड्रल मैन is considered as the first wise man. I have seen literally numerous amounts of past papers in which this is an MCQ or a filling the blank that is given. Who is the first wise man? Neanderthals were the first wise man. Please make sure you note it down. Neanderthals, and beyond them, what happened? Cro-Morgans came. Cro-Morgan mans came. That was 40,000 years ago. They were even better with tools and social behavior. They were able to talk to each other. They were having a good social behavior with them, the other friends around them, and were able to build up good tools. उनसे tools बनने की उनकी capacity बढ़ गई थी. Now this is a short summary which you can take a photo of it or something and read, because it is all the same points that has been discovered. Okay, so, and one more thing that I wanted to mention. 1 minute.